touched down at Bhubaneswar and we've landed in an Indian metro. Get on a bus to Kionja and we enter those precincts of India that remain closest to what God meant it to be. We would imagine Kanjipani mountains clad in green, Shammakoyi's waters deep and wide, Santal, Gaund, Munda, Kudmi, Mankadia, Juang tribes steeped in poverty. Beyond the city, into the heartland of Orissa, we meander towards Bharat, Development Focus's partner NGO situated in Patuapalli, a 2-hour drive from the main mining town of Kionja. Along the way, the lens captures spellbinding calm, singular cropping, paddy during the monsoon months, livestock of the region, tribal homes far away from the din of development, yet the calm is wary. The region is tense with acute poverty, Naxalite uprising, and inaccessibility after dark, with wild animals lurking all around. Kionja, like Baud, Bolangi, and other districts under Development Focus's realm of work, falls under the umbrella of those areas spread across Orissa, Chhattisgarh, and Jharkhand, where more than 40% of the population lies below the national poverty line. What then eludes development in these regions? Situated deep in the jungles, these remote villages offer few sustainable means of livelihood to its inhabitants. What ensues is poor healthcare and substandard education, resulting in a never-ending cycle of poverty. And given their location, these villages elude discovery and so development in the field of education. Education is the path to self-sustenance. The United Nations Development Programme recognizes the importance of education and so has made it one of the 8 Millennium Development Goals. India has been endeavoring to fulfill this commitment towards education for all and has worked towards it through its education programs. However, across India, the reach has not been uniform due to factors like cultural marginalization, lack of awareness on the benefits of education, and less political will to implement these programs. So, the NGO Development Focus chose to intervene in Orissa, Jharkhand, and Chhattisgarh, where the educational indicators are far below the national average.
Education is a proven input for the development of an individual. And when education is denied, it badly affects the livelihood of the person. In many of these marginalized tribal communities, education continues to elude children growing up. There are several factors. Schools are far apart and the trek to school is often not very safe. The curriculum itself is not very relevant to children who come from these communities. The girl child gets doubly affected. There are hardly any women teachers in schools. In most schools, there are no toilet facilities available. These factors prevent girl children from continuing in school. In all, there are very few children who complete 8 years of schooling, and the girl child is the most affected.
To bring the girl child primarily, and little boys too, into the envelope of sustainable education, Development Focus has intervened in these areas with new concepts and approaches to ensure that children go to school. In fact, development focus works only with government schools in these inaccessible areas to make them child-friendly. Development focus also recognizes that skills development is integral to education because most children here don't have access to higher learning. So how will they make a living after primary school? With concepts like the Earn While You Learn program, vocational skills are taught to these children. As a result, what they study becomes relevant, and so the child understands how to make a living and reap profits too. Importantly, Earn While You Learn does not eat into the child's playtime. Given that the activities are fun, it does not translate into child labor. In fact, Development Focus's education program brings the entire community into its fold. It ensures active participation of the community, leaves behind community structures such as parent-teacher associations, school management committees, self-help groups, and other local community groups that ensure benefits follow well beyond the project intervention period, so making the intervention holistic and sustainable. After Development Focus's intervention, no matter what the adversities are, little girls like Pritimoyi Nayak, who belongs to the Santal tribe in Erende village, Kionjar district, and Sujata Bhoy of the Gaund tribe in Gochagora village, Bolangir district, today are able to attend school. Sujata in fact dropped out of class 5 when her father died and her mother was unable to educate her. The Gochagora village community intervened to help Sujata procure a duck to rear. Today, she's a savvy business girl who rears ducks and other livestock. She has now completed class 8 and is all set for high school. In its endeavour towards a more educated Orissa, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, Development Focus has enabled programs like Earn While You Learn, mobilized self-help groups and Bal Panchayats as education watch groups, and has introduced appropriate technology programs to create more livelihood opportunities in remote villages. All this in the region where Kanjipani mountains are clad in green, Shamakoi's waters are deep and wide, Santal, Gaund, Munda, Kudmi, Mankadia, Juang tribes are steeped in poverty. But Pritimoyi, Sujata Bhoi, Gitanjali Deburi, Nomita Solma and other little girls rise to keep their land closest to what God meant it to be.
झुमुर झुमुर बाजुचिल रदा पांजी कुंज बनरे झुमुर झुमुर बाजुचिल रदा पांजी कुंज बनरे कथा देई चंती आसीबे कालिया लो आसीबे कालिया कथा देई चंती आसीबे कालिया लो